getting some big opportunity for me come Saturday night. It's a big event, and you know, we're prepared, grueling training camp. You know, we're prepared to put on a great show come Saturday, and you know, introduce our brand to Southern California fight fans. Show them that you know, I'm the best of both worlds, an athletic power boxer, and with an exciting style, and plan to you know, impress them on Saturday night.
And I'm proud to promote this next young man who's on the undercard. He really rose to prominence as the contender champion. I really truly believe this is one of the best middleweights in the world and one of the most underrated fighters in boxing. You know, his fights with Vernon Forrest were terrific. Vernon was a tremendous talent, may he rest in peace. And Sergio and he matched up unbelievably well. Sergio beat him. They had a couple of fights, they really matched up well. He had a fight that was not very memorable, but still a draw with a Hall of Famer and a future Hall of Famer, certainly a great, great fighter, Shane Mosley. Every loss in his career was a close fight. He's a tremendous boxer, and I really want to see him get his hands on a guy like a Golovkin, because Golovkin's never fought anyone that could box like the Latin Snake, Sergio Mora. By the way, his fight on Saturday night is fighting Milton Nunez, who's 26-8 with 24 knockouts, so he's fighting a very big puncher, Sergio.
You just went over the limit.
I want to thank you guys for having me on. I want to thank Peter Nelson and HBO. He mentioned power. Power doesn't mean nothing unless they landed it. So power punching doesn't mean nothing. I'm just going to have another exhibition of skill and smarts and strategy come Saturday. Only I need to change it a little bit. I need to adapt to what the networks want, what the promoters want, and ultimately what the fans want. And that's more excitement. So that's my job to do that on Saturday. I won't take up too much time. This is La Bomba show. This is Andre Ward's show, one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world, and someone I really respect and try to emulate, along with Bernard Hopkins and Cornell Whitaker and Sugar Ray Leonard. These guys are the guys that I look up to. Those are the guys that I admire. But I'm going to have to transition myself to a Robert Duran and someone else in order to get back on. So I want to thank you guys. It's going to be a great card. My fight, don't expect to go the distance. I'm going to get a little bit more aggressive than I'm normally. So I hope you guys enjoy. Thank you for coming.
I landed at the airport, and this big Mexican-American dude walks up to me. He looks a lot like Chris Arreola. He thought it might have been his brother. He looks so much like him. And he walks up to me and goes, "Hey, Holmes, your boy's fighting SOB. Good luck against SOB." And I couldn't correct him, like it was amusing. I didn't want to like bring down and deflate his balloon, but no, he's fighting SOG. And one thing I have to say about the guy to my left, he's earned the right to be considered one of the top pound-for-pound guys in the world. What he did in the Super 6 tournament, like he didn't just beat the Super 6, he owned the Super 6. Like it was a mismatch. The whole tournament was a mismatch. And that's how good he was. And I have nothing but respect for him. And I know how difficult this fight is. And I thank James Prince, I thank Verge, I thank Andre for giving Edwin this opportunity. Because when you're given an opportunity to fight the best, you have to grab it, you gotta take it. But Edwin's not here just to, you know, appear. He's not here just to be in the ring, and he's not here just because he's tough. He's here to win. And I've been saying that from the beginning. He's here to win, and he is the strongest, the youngest, the hungriest, and the best challenge that Andre Ward has had in years. And that includes the Super 6. Because Edwin's going to get out there, and Edwin's going to lay firepower down. And Andre's going to have to fight. And he's a great fighter, but on Saturday night, he's going to earn his money. And he makes a lot of it, but he's going to earn it on Saturday night. He's got to earn it. And we're here to win, and make no mistake about that. We got a great team. I want to thank Al Heyman. I've worked with Al for many years. We're working again now. And not a smarter guy in the business. I want to thank his team. Sylvia was great. Sam Watson. Two guys that get called the twins, but they're not twins. But they get more FaceTime than anyone on sports television I've ever seen. Like you guys, by the way, like you do T-shirts because people like they don't know who you are, they know you're everything. It's like
But Edwin's got a great team, and he's got a great trainer, and he's got someone that has brought somebody before to dance with Andre Ward. And Sakio Bika, you know, gave Andre one of the better challenges he's had. And I think that says a lot about the guy that was in his corner, because I think that this fight, Ronnie Shields is bringing a much faster racehorse to the track than he did when he had Sakio Bika. So I want to bring up one of the great trainers in boxing, Ronnie Shields.
First of all, I want to thank HBO, Consultura, SOG Promotions, New Develop Promotions, and I want to thank our team, Aaron, the Watson guys, Sam, Brandon, Marcus, and I want to thank our conditioning guy, Danny Arnold, and his staff at Plex in Houston, and I want to thank Edwin, because without Edwin, none of us would be here right now. So this is going to be a great fight. Everybody has us as an underdog, which is not surprising, because we are fighting one of the best fighters in the world, Andre Ward, and he deserves all the accolades that he gets. And on Saturday night, you know, we're going to just go in. We trained hard. We're going to do everything that we've done in the gym, and this is what it's all about. You know, this has been a great year for boxing, because all of the good guys are stepping up and fighting all the top guys. And so this is what makes our sport one of the best sports in the world. So look forward to it, and it's going to be a great undercard also, so get here early. Thank you. Bye.
Where's Peter? It's been 17 years. 17 years since he's lost. And as usual, when we do have a fight, I begin to reflect habitually over the years and reflect the growth span of a 9-year-old kid up to the point to where he is now. And more than just a fighter, you know, I think I have to really be proud and admire and respect Andre Ward, the man. There's been quite a bit written about him, good and bad, negative and positive. But reassurance is that all these things come from people who know nothing about him. It's only a guess, it's only a personal opinion. But when you find him a kid that marries at 17 years old, he's only had one woman in his life, stayed true to that woman. He has 4 kids, they're all his. He's not running all over the world with other endeavors, leaving his kids at home to themselves. He's there with them every which way. And every time he is, when he serves his community and serves his church when the cameras are not there, then that reassures me that he's on the right track regardless of what other people's opinions are about Andre Ward. As Dan said, he's the last gold medalist that represented this country, so he's a representative and ambassador of his country. When Europe decided that they were going to step over here and invade this atmosphere of boxing, he by himself held them back and discouraged them from ever wanting to come over here again. So he's done that. There's been said that he's not excited. It's been said that he maybe doesn't have what the crossover is, but HBO doesn't feel that way. They saw something in his character. They saw something in his dignity. They saw something in his stature that they felt would be an asset to their broadcasting team. They say, well, where are the endorsements? Well, Air Jordan and Nike brand, they saw something in his character. They saw something in his dignity. They saw something in his stature where they renewed the second exclusive deal with him, and that's a big one. So the more that's put out validates the fact that Andre Ward is on the right track. He's not going to give you gimmicks. He's not going to give you the one-liners that you expect from some of the athletes in today's world. He's just plain and simple a man, and he's going to be respected as a man. And that's what I'm proud of him about. there's a passage in the book of Proverbs that says, "Woe be unto you if all men speak well of you." So when we hear the negative criticism, when we hear the down, we know we're on the right track. So Andre Ward sleeps very well at night, and I do too, because I'm very proud of him. Addressing this great fight, I have nothing but the utmost respect for Team Rodriguez, Lou DiBella, Ronnie Shields. The facts of the matter is, Lou, we never been invited to spar with nobody. They never called us to come and spar, so we don't even know what that is. And I'm not gonna have no sparring partner come to our camp that ain't hungry to whoop Andre. I brought in some bad cats that you're gonna be hearing about in the near future. They all got promoters, I'm not gonna say their names, but they came, and they came trying to get a reputation. And he had to hold them off day in and day out. Not one, not two, but 4 and 5. Day in and day out. So, you're ready for this fight? Peter says styles make fights. Well, we got more than one style. We have several different styles. We will adapt, and it's going to be a lot of questions Edwin's going to have to ask himself come Saturday night. He's going to have to ask himself a lot of questions. We're aware of everything that's been going on with him, everything that happens, going on with him in his preparation for camp, and we plan to, give answers Saturday night. With all due respect to his team, this is what I'm supposed to say because this is the way I feel. So thank you.
To thank my promoter, Lou DiBella, Ken Hirschman from HBO, Dan Gleason for putting the show together, and also Al Heyman, the team, Al Heyman team. Hey, this is, I'm not here to lay down to anybody. Andre Ward is a good fighter. Like his trainer mentioned, he's been undefeated for 17 years. It is what it is. I still remember what it feels like when I lost and didn't make the top 8 for the Olympic team. That's my motivation. I don't want to be in that spot ever again. So that's what keeps pushing me and moving on forward to be the best that I can be. And come November 16th, I'll be that. And I respect Andre Ward. I think he's a good fighter. I think he had accomplished a lot in the sport of boxing, winning the tournament in Super 6. But at the same time, I don't respect him either. I'm ready to get in there. I know I have to wait for Saturday night, but I can't wait to get to be able to get inside that ring and punch this guy in the face. I'm ready. Thank you.
I don't shake hands fight week. I'm not trying to get no calls or nothing. So if I give you the pound, don't get mad at me. It's all good. I'm happy to be here. It's been a long road back. 14 months by the time I step in the ring. Shoulder injury. It wasn't what a lot of people thought it was. It wasn't a situation where I had a good shoulder. Shoulder got injured and had to fix it. It was a bad shoulder that we just dealt with over the years, and it got to the point where the doctor said, look, you need to get this fixed. And that's what we did. But that's part of my story. Floyd Mayweather has his ups and downs inside, outside the ring. You look at Bernard Hopkins, Roy Jones, everybody has something they got to overcome. And this is just something that we've had to overcome. And from that standpoint, I thank God for this opportunity to be back, because when there was no cameras around, there was no fans around, I was getting up, I was grinding, I was rehabbing, I was working my body. So when a fight got made, whenever that time came, I wasn't gonna have to get ready, I was gonna be ready. And that's the first thing everybody said when they saw me at the press conference to announce this fight, was how lean I looked. That's how fighters are supposed to look in between fights. Professional fighters are not supposed to be a professional 8 weeks out, 10 weeks out. You're supposed to live this thing, because it's that serious, and that's what I try to do. So I'm not worried about 14-month layoff. I'm not worried about that. I'm excited to get back. I'm sharp. I'm ready. To be better than ever. Like Floyd Mayweather said, we've been here before. This is not my first rodeo. I've heard the promoter do their job and try to promote their fighters and say this is going to happen. It's a percentage game. He's going to knock you out. If it doesn't happen, then he's wrong. If it happens, he's the smartest guy in the world. So I know how this game goes. So I don't worry about nothing that the promoters say. I don't worry about nothing that the trainers say. I let these guys do all the talking for this fight. Only time I did media stuff was at the press conference to announce it, at my open workout, and just the other day at the open workout. But this is his first time at this level. When he has cameras in his face, doing more interviews than he's ever done before, when people ask him certain questions, and he just shoots off something without thinking about what he's saying. This is his first time. And I let him and his coach do all the talking. They've been doing a lot of talking, and I've been working. I've been grinding. So come Saturday night, we're gonna talk. I'm gonna be locked in, and once again, they misread the scouting report. They think it's a situation where they're gonna bully me, push me back, and we're gonna make him fight. I've been through my ups and downs in the ring. I've been dropped and been able to get up and battle back. I've been buzzed in a fight. I've been cut in a fight. Question is he? So for some reason, when you're dominant over a certain period of time, and I keep using Floyd as an example because people think you haven't been tested. People think you haven't gone through anything. And man, I appreciate the accomplishments and all that stuff, but I'm telling you, the winning streak and all that stuff goes right over my head, man. I'm locked in. I'm that type of individual. I'm locked in. I take this sport real serious. And he's gonna find that out come Saturday night. Everybody keeps talking about how hungry he is as a challenger, but he's running into a hungry champion. And I know about the weight issues that he's had. I know about the steam room and all that stuff. That stuff catches up with you. It catches up with you in a championship fight when you fight at this level. It's not the amateur. You can do that when you fight a 3-minute round fight. You fight a four-round fight. It's a 12-round fight. In the middle of the late rounds, when you need that gas, you're gonna need it. We've done our homework. It doesn't matter who your strength and conditioning coach is, no matter what supplements you're taking, no matter how much. It's about getting it done come fight night. When the lights are on and you have to get it done. And that's what I'm prepared to do. Edwin Rodriguez beats me, I tip my hat to him. But it's not gonna be easy. Thank you.
Great. Looks right out in front of that. Trying to get the drone. Take your chance.
Don't fight now. Don't fight now. He gonna be right. Don't fight now. Let's go. All right, please. Please do. Sneak into the staying room later tonight. You gonna feel that.
Board, extra. Wherever you want.